Okay, this video is about teeth because I just went to the dentist and I hadn't been for a while because of all the stuff that was going on in the past. So I put it off, and now that they've kind of relaxed on some of the stuff, and now it's not rules anymore. If you know what I'm saying? Uh, I went back, and of course I got my X-rays. It was like this weird scan that goes around your head. They have you bite on this bit thing, and then they put this scan around your head and get the X-rays, which is, I guess, pretty high tech, newer stuff for dentistry. In California, you know how they like to be innovative about things, like first in line on everything. We always are first in line when it comes to everything. We always do it first, I guess. Just whatever. It's not always good stuff, but our state always does it first. And I kind of feel kinship with my state because I was born, and I'll probably die here most likely because I can't afford to move. And the point of the matter is, we can't afford. There's nowhere to go to get away from evil anyway. It's all around us. All you can do is just stay away from evil. You can be surrounded by it, but don't engage in it. So, unless there's like literally violence in your face where you can't even step out the door, then I'd say, yeah, you need to get the hell out of there and find a different place to live. But other than that, no, you just stay where you're at and just live your life the way you're supposed to, kind of like the Amish do. If you can get away with it without people interfering with your life. So the Amish aren't worried about it. They're not worried about the changes. They're not worried about any of it because they're not part of it. They're not part of this. They're not with the English. That's what they say. We don't deal with the English. So all the movies I've ever seen about Amish, I've never actually met an Amish person. I've seen a Mennonite, but I've never seen an actual Amish person like in life. So because I don't live in Pennsylvania and such places like that. But their lives are probably less stressful than ours because they don't absorb the same social pressures that we do every day just to survive. And who knows if you're going to have a job tomorrow, right? Depending on what's going to happen. With all the people being filed into the airports now, if you know what I'm saying. I'm not saying anything, but who knows what's the deal with that? All those people being brought into the airport and being put in makeshift areas. It's weird. And I don't like flying anyway. After everything that happened, it made me not want to fly again. Ever. Oh yeah, back to the teeth thing, right? Well, I didn't go to the dentist for a while because of my morals and ethics, I guess. I didn't want to submit. So I paid for it. So I got 9 cavities. So it's one appointment at a time because the doctor can only deal with each patient for an hour because it's like a welfare clinic, basically, for poor people that don't have good insurance. So if you have money and you have money for a good dentist, you'll have a much more pleasant time, I suppose, than going to these welfare clinics that take in Medi-Cal patients, which I have because I can't afford my own insurance. And I had to fill out this paperwork to recertify that I don't qualify for the O care, right? So that I don't have to pay for it because I'm low income because I only make minimum wage, which is weird because I think they said they're going to start raising the minimum wage for food workers, but not workers like me, I guess. So I don't think it'd make much of a difference anyway because if you do that, then they'll just drive the hours. They'll take your hours away or they'll reduce your hours. So I don't want to sacrifice that either. Because if they cut your hours, then you don't get tips because you're working less time. So the more hours you work, the more tips you get, I suppose. The more you're around working. Because I work one of those jobs where you can get tips kind of like a maid. Like why am I saying maid? Like a waitress or whatever. We are kind of the equivalent of a waitress because we do wait on people and clean up after people. So if we can get a couple bucks for doing our job, that'd be really nice. Helps pay for gas. You know what I mean? So I'm going to move on to something else. I don't want to get too ramble. It says, oh, here you can pause while you're recording. I don't know what that means. Remove from stage, exit solo layout, mute. Yeah, I guess you can mute the background if you have to. So just go to the USGS. I haven't done this in a while. Oh, it's the wrong icon. See, I'm not professional like other people. I can't remember how I did this before. Or maybe they got rid of that feature. Yeah, I need 2 monitors for that. I don't have 2 monitors. So I'll just read it without sharing the screen because I can't. Because I guess they took that icon away. You probably have to upgrade to do that. But there was one earthquake here in California, and it was in Bridgeport, California, and that's like about 3 hours from where I live. Oh, there was 2 earthquakes. One 2.6, one 2.8. And first one was 5.6 kilometers deep. The second one was 8.5 kilometers deep. Yeah, that's near Bodie, California. It's like my favorite town. And then there's one in Texas. There was 2 in Texas. Or 3. Oh, oh wow. There's like a cluster that happened in Texas. There's like Toya, Texas that had it, and Mentone, Texas that got it, and then Western Texas got an earthquake. 3 different spots. Wow, it's like a cluster. And then not ones that are not ones that are really big, I guess. Small ones. Alaska. Alaska. The last one they got was 3.6, 96.0 kilometers, which is pretty deep. .6 Turkey Syria border region. 4.6 is pretty big, huh? Iceland got a 4.5 today. Oh wait, yesterday, I'm sorry. That was yesterday. You have to update all this stuff. And then, wow. 5.4, 28 kilometers southeast of Mandag, Pape. So it says New Guinea. And that's near Australia. It's on a little island, I guess. Underneath Asia. Huh. 5.4. There's earthquakes all over the place. And it shows the map where it's mostly densely populated. Apparently Asia is very populated. And most of the population in North America is on the east side, is the most populated. Well, because that's where our country started, was on the East Coast. Founding fathers. So yeah, there's going to be maybe demographically more people there on that side than there is on the west, because the gold did dry out after a while here on the west. So people are kind of leaving the west side because of the lack of prosperity. They want to go elsewhere. I mean, I have enough to stay here now, but if it got worse or something, if there wasn't any work, we'd have to find another place to go. because we can't expect to live on nothing, on air bubbles, if there's nothing, no work. Yeah, I hate the fact you can't share the screen. Yeah, so there's not too much on the earthquake front. Just that earthquake that was near Australia. Yeah, I might cut this off because there's not much to say right now, and I can't say anything anyways. And press stop here. Teeth are important. So I'm probably gonna take this off for a little bit to watch one of my movies I haven't watched in a long time. Because I try to escape a little bit from evil and bad news because it just makes me sick, and I don't need that frame of mind before I have to go to work tomorrow because it kind of ruins my day too. Because I already have enough stress because I got my teeth I got to worry about. I got all those cavities, but I have to deal with them one appointment at a time because eventually I do want to be able to have teeth to bite into food. That's something you can't live without, I guess. So I'm just grateful. Like someone was saying earlier online, they said be grateful for any gifts you've been given by God. Okay, well, I'm going to say I'm thankful that my teeth are just cavities and they're not like completely gone. So that is a blessing from God that my teeth are not rotting out completely. They're just need cavities filled. Thank God. But it doesn't make it any easier though. But I just deal with it one day at a time. Okay, so I'm going to cut this off because it's StreamYard and it's kind of an awkward website. So, anyways, and it's not much fun to use, especially when you can't really say anything that you want to say. When you could say something you want to say, like out in public when you're talking to other people, but you can't say it on here. See, and I'm not even saying anything. So, anyways, I'm not going to invite anyone because I don't have enough followers to do that. So, I'm going to end this broadcast. So, appreciate the views. Thanks.